guys, Rob with Expedition Team Overland. Put a little teaser on Instagram last week about what's in the box. So let's find out. Gonna throw you guys for a big curveball on this one. So this is gonna be something none of you are gonna be expecting. Is it another soft top? Yes, but the soft top for a TJ. But who's TJ? Am I getting new TJ? Well, I wish. This is actually for a family friend that their college age daughter has a hard top for their TJ. They came to me asking for recommendations. Put them in touch with some people I know over at Bestop. There's a lot of different options available for tops. You have the square back, the square traditional tops, or the one with the slant. Didn't really know that much about the TJ tops in particular, so I just wanted them to talk to Bestop, let them figure out what they wanted for the best needs and such. So this is going to be a fun install. I've never put a soft top together before, so but I know Bestop's instructions are really good. So let's get to it. Alright, well, I got everything unboxed and unwrapped. We're going to be doing this in 2 days. So today's plan is to get the frame and as much as the main soft top on. The Jeep is not here. The friend's coming over sometime tomorrow, so we're going to do the whole install onto the Jeep tomorrow. So today my plan is just to get the frame together and as much as the soft top as I can. One thing I'm going to mention in the unboxing is to be real careful. The soft top, obviously it's soft top, so you have to be real careful with knives. But also be careful of don't putting anything on top of the windows, especially if it's cold out when you're doing this install. The windows are very, very fragile and brittle when it comes to cold weather. Tomorrow's going to be a nice sunny day, so tomorrow morning before they come over, I'm going to get the top and the windows in the sun. That is going to let the black, and it just heats up a little bit, and we get a lot more expansion in the fabric for the first time. And this goes for all soft tops, especially if you have a soft top already on your Jeep, you put a hard top on for the winter. Put the soft top in the sun for the first time, let it heat up. The expansion over the winter just got a little bit tight. That's going to make life a lot easier when you do all this type of stuff. So with the windows, what I've done is the soft top and the windows are in a separate box. I'm going to move that off to the side so I don't damage it. And I even put the door surrounds in a separate box. I didn't want them on top of the soft top because just a little bit of pressure will put little divots and dents in it. They all come out over time with heat. Once you put in the sun, they all expand out. To clean these soft tops, Bestop has 3 really great products for their standard top. You have a cleaning and a protecting agent, and then a cleaning agent for the windows. If you have the twill top like I have on my JK, they have just a cleaning product and then the same window product. You can't use the sailcloth and the sailcloth and the twill cleaning agents. It's different fabrics, so they won't work right, is what Bestop has told me. So make sure you know what top you have and the cleaning agent you're going to do. I put the cleaning agent on 2 or 3 times a year throughout the summer, not after every wash. Just keeps it nice and clean, gets the stains out. So this isn't going to be a install, quote unquote, how to install it, because I've never done this before. But it's just going to be a quick overview of how everything goes, and I'll show you the hot spots. Directions from Bestop are really good. They have a really good step-by-step directions, so that's what I recommend. So I'm probably just going to let the camera roll and let you guys just overview, show what I'm doing. When I come to something where I think it's a little bit difficult, I'm going to stop and show the video and what we're doing. guys, here's a little bit of a pro tip. These are just little fastener boxes I got at Home Depot. You can use a dog bowl, kitchen bowl, whatever you want to do. This is where I take your random bag of bolts and just dump them in here. That way you know where everything is. It's probably a little bit harder for it to spill over. If you just throw them on the ground, they'll get lost in your concrete or whatnot. Just a little bit better way to keep everything organized. Just a little tip I've learned over the years of doing installs. So so far I got the back bow put in. Straightforward from the directions. The header was a little bit confusing, but had to read it over 2 or 3 times on step 2. By the way, this is the Supertop NX from Bestop that we're installing. So keep going with it. Alright guys, I just got a moving mat to for 2 reasons. The concrete's a little hard, and I didn't want to scuff up the metal or anything because this isn't my it's not my soft top. So just got a nice moving mat. You get these at any home improvement store. They're nice just to have around when you're laying on the ground. They get beat up and stuff like that. It's nice. They have a little bit of padding inside, so it helps with the knees. And if you're laying on the ground, I actually have one of these in my toolkit, in my toolbox. So if I'm on the trail and I need something, I can lay this down real easily, keep the ground off of me. So, but just keep going with it. Working on step 3 so far. Like I said, I got the back bow put together, the bow onto the header. Now I'm working on the, I think they call it the center bow. Trying to figure out how to get the center bow attached to the header. Alright guys, here I am here on step 3, which is securing center bow to side bow header assembly. I read the directions like 3 or 4 times, very confusing. So here I just whopped out my phone. Here we have the header right here, and you have your side bow coming off. Right after the hinge point, there's a hole. That is where it goes in, and then this is the center bow has a fabric, and the fabric's going to be going to the back. This goes inside the bow. Inside the bow, it's going to go, so it goes bolt, then you get a plastic bushing, then you're going to put the center bow, and then the nut. The nut is a 9mm on the locking nut right there, 9mm. So I'm going to get my other camera out, but I just want to show you this real quickly. Okay guys, here we are. We got the bolt, side bow, bushing, center bow, and the nut. And I'm just going to tighten it all down. Like I said, it's 9mm on the outside. All right, guys, I got a little bit of hung up here on step 3. Just the directions are clear, but unless you know exactly what they're talking about. So I have another video I'm going to put in of how to secure this bow assembly. After you see it flip through a couple of directions, flipping back and forth, I would actually end up going to another video on Bestop about it, and kind of knew the general idea of how it works. But you'll see in the other video I'm going to insert in, it's right here, right after the pivot point, after the header. So so far everything's going really good. I'm not really sure how much further I'm able to get today, because I think the next couple steps is it has to be on the Jeep. So it's going to be exciting. Tomorrow's going to be a fun day. Alright guys, so that's all for today. I got all of it that I assembled that I can. Everything else I have to do on the Jeep. To get the the rear bow on, you got to get it on the Jeep. So unfortunately, I thought I was going to be able to put the whole frame together without the Jeep, but hey, that's how these projects go. So back at it tomorrow once the Jeep gets here. It's going to be a busy day at our house. We got a lot of projects going on around here, but this is going to be a fun one for me to do. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Well guys, it's day 2. The TJ showed up. And so now we're going to be doing the big install. So picking up here at step 4, I think, in the directions. It was mounting the new brackets. I got to take these covers off and remove those and put the new ones on. So we'll get going. We haven't made it real far on step 4. So step 4 is you have to pull the roll bar covers back and replace the Mopar bracket with a Bestop bracket. But of course, being a Jeep, and there's always more work, the top bolt is completely, the threads completely came out of it. So what I did, here's the bolt. You can actually see it's just completely unusable and just doesn't do anything. So I went to my local Ace, and of course I bought extras because I don't know what the other side's going to be like, and bought these rubber nut inserts, and it's got threads on the inside. So what I'm going to do is drill this out just a tad bigger, and then I will pound in with a hammer, pound in that rubber nut insert, and then it will just expand as it's in there. So as a Jeep, it's always more work. 1 hour project's always 6 hours, so but it's always fun. So it's with everything with a Jeep. What turns into a 3-hour project is easily a 6 and 8 hour project. So we had one issue with a bolt came loose. There was it got cross-threaded, and so I had to put a rubber nut insert in it. Got the wrong size on round 2, so 2 trips to Ace Hardware, got it all in. The brackets are in, so now it's just put the hard top on, the soft top on.
So here's the final product. I think I forgot to hit the record button at one point, but had a couple of hiccups. It's a Bestop. It's a new soft top, so you're gonna have to definitely let it in the sun. Is my biggest recommendation. And follow directions. I forgot that right in here there's a piece of plastic, a plastic bow that has to go in there. Forgot about that. Didn't miss those directions. Zippers were a little difficult. Definitely recommend getting zipper pulls for these. Definitely huge recommendation. The end of the zippers, especially when you're up here in this corner, getting the plastic trim pieces in the grooves just takes a little bit of finesse. Lee from Bestop said it needs heat cycles. I've never heard that term before, but it needs to warm up and then cool, warm up and cool, warm up and cool. So overall, it was, they said 3 hours for directions. I spent about a half hour yesterday working on it and 3 hours today, but I spent probably at least an hour working on a bolt issue. That's just because it was a TJ and it had the bolt came out. So probably took what the directions say. So it's been a fun install.